We've gone around our school, the Samworth Church Academy, and asked teachers what they think on mobile phone usage around the school.
There has been some mixed reactions from all the teachers, and here they are.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Mr Tyra, I'm a science teacher in the Samworth Church Academy.
What are your opinions on phones in school?
My opinions are that I don't really agree with mobile phone usage in the classrooms.
Is there any good sides of having phones?
I think there are some good sides of having phones. They can be a good independent learning tool. They can also be used to record things like homework and other important information. However, I don't think the good points outweigh the bad points. So for that reason I am against them, because I think that they are disruptive to learning.
Do any of your students go on their phones in class?
No, they don't dare.
If they would go on their phones in class, would you confiscate them?
No, I'd ask them to put them away and treat them in an adult fashion. But if they refused, then, well, we'll take it from there, wouldn't we?
Do some of your students use their phones for research?
Now and again, yes. However, I do police it quite closely. The thing is with that is you have to trust the pupil to use the phone for research and not use it for other things like Facebook, which sometimes they often do. Until there is a system in place where we can actually properly police phone usage in classrooms, then I think that their their advantages of using them are a bit hit and miss at the moment. So for that reason, I don't really like them.
Has any one of your students used a phone for research but then actually gone off onto a game and started playing?
Yes, once, and they will never do it again.
What are the usual punishments if you do go on your phone?
I would follow the academy sanction system, the way it should be used. So we'd start off from a warning and then we'd just progressively go further down the line.
Thank you for letting us interview you.
That's okay, anytime.
I'm Miss O'Gorman, I'm a science teacher at the Samworth Church Academy in Mansfield.
What are your opinions on phones in school?
Pain in the bum, phones are. I would like to think that smartphones and apps and things like that could be used to improve teaching and learning, but while there's always that chance for a text message to come through or a Facebook notification, I find that a barrier to pupils' learnings, and any time that I do decide to get phones out to help them with research in a lesson, there will always be a moment that somebody gets a text message or is checking their Facebook or their Twitter, and so unfortunately then I have to get them back on task, and that takes longer than I would like in my lessons.
Do many of your students go off task on their phones?
Yeah, if they do. I would like to think you can trust them, but unfortunately the temptation's too great, and using your phone is such a natural thing to do. Even when I use my phone for something, because I've got so much stuff in there, I've just got a message, I think I'll quickly just check that, and then before you know, I've forgotten what I went on my phone to do, and I'm reading my messages from my friends about Saturday night.
Have you ever confiscated a phone off of a student that's messing about on it?
I have, yeah, but I'll be very, very clear. I often give my pupils a chance at the beginning of the lesson. I'll say, today we're not using phones, we don't need them, there's books or there's the laptops to research. If I see your phone, I will have it, that's your choice, and place the responsibility on them so that they don't feel sort of penalised if I do take their phones off of them.
Thank you.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Mr Thompson. I teach Year 7 projects and competency curriculum and PE.
What's your opinion on phone use in the class?
I think that phones, if they are used in the class to research work perhaps, or as long as they are helping kids with learning, I don't see a problem with them using the class, but sometimes students can use that as an excuse to message or communicate with other people and distract themselves from their learning, which then causes a problem.
What are the usual punishments if a child gets caught being off task?
It escalates through the different sanctions. So, for example, it might start with a warning, followed by 10 minutes detention after school, followed by half an hour or an on-call, on the severity of what they've done. So it depends what they were doing on their phone, I guess, during the lesson.
Have you ever confiscated one of your students' phone?
I've confiscated several phones. It's something that obviously sorts the problem straight away. They can't be communicating on it if it's confiscated from them. They're often not happy about it, but sometimes it needs to be done.
Thank you.
No problem.